Hey guys, this is Heather. All right, I have something really special to share with you today. It is something that my best friend thought of. She came to me and she asked me, do you know of a way to make the iced Starbucks Frappuccinos in a healthy vegan way? And I thought to myself, sure. They had started making themselves at home, and their last name is Dennis. They call them Denicinos. So today, I am in the home of the Dennises, and I thought it only appropriate that I film what we came up with for homemade iced mocha lattes or iced frappuccinos or whatever you want to call it, but it's basically a chocolatey, coffee-y frozen drink. And I know it's near the end of summer, but these are still really tasty. So what we're going to start with is a blender. You do need something to blend this up. Otherwise, you could just put it over ice and chill it, but part of the idea of a Frappuccino is that it's a blended ice drink. So that's what we're gonna do, and that's exactly what I'm gonna show you. This is actually a really simple recipe, and if you don't have time to go out one day, this is a great way to have this kind of treat without having to go out to the coffee shop. So we're gonna start, and what you can do is just, if you brew your coffee yourself in the morning, just make some extra. This is extra from what my friend brewed this morning. And she does 3/4 decaf, 1/4 caffeinated in the grind. It's just a great way to wean yourself off caffeine and still get the wonderful flavor of coffee. So that is 2 cups. And it's best if you can to brew this strong. So when you're doing it as part of your extra morning coffee, you might not be doing it so strong, but if it sits there, then maybe it'll get stronger. And then you wanna make this a little bit creamy. So I'm using almond milk. You could also use cashew milk, which is a wonderful new type of milk that's super creamy. Try not to spill it on top of your cocoa powder. But if you do, you know what? It's not the end of the world. Just tip it off. Then, so the thing that was making this not vegan was, first of all, the milk. So you're gonna use a plant-based milk. And then there was chocolate syrup. And I said, you know what, that's easy, because they actually make maple syrup. My friend's husband makes this. So this stuff right here, liquid gold. So I'm just gonna put 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder in here to make it nice and chocolatey. Now, the first thing I mentioned is that you can just make chocolate syrup by mixing cocoa and maple syrup together. But when you're blending it up like this, you can just put it in the blender and it'll all come out the same. So then we're gonna add some maple syrup. And this is gonna be sweetness to your preference. Now you can do 3 tablespoons, which is 1-to-1 with the cocoa. But there is some extra sugar in a Frappuccino, so they did 5 tablespoons. Now this is for 2 people, so that's still not, it's probably not even as much as what is in a store-bought Frappuccino. So that's that. Last thing we're gonna add is some ice. And then we're gonna blend it. Oh my God, look at how chocolatey this looks. This is awesome. Okay, I gotta try this. I'm gonna tell you, I have not actually tried these before because my friend has been my recipe tester on this one, and she's been giving me feedback as we've gone through it. Wow. That is so good. So, so good. I know it's a treat to go out to a coffee shop, but sometimes you just don't have time, sometimes you just don't want to, and this will make you feel like a total star. It's super thick, super rich looking, super chocolatey. I mean, who wouldn't want that? And then my big trick, when I get hot drink or when I get iced drinks, I use my travel mug because it keeps it hot or cool for so much longer. Plus, if you're out grocery shopping or if you've got kids with you or something, you can just snap this closed, put it in your bag, and save it for later. This keeps my drinks hot or cold for hours. It's amazing. All right, so I hope you enjoy your denicinos, or whatever you choose to call them. And if you don't want to make it with coffee, you can just make this with cocoa and it'll be just delicious. Another option, if you don't have access to maple syrup like these lucky people do, or if you don't want to use maple syrup, I think you could use dates or banana for sweetness. It'll change the flavor a little bit, but it'll still be delicious, it'll still be sweet, and it'll be super easy to make. All right, I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, guys.